Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So dear students, after revision of writing skills, today we are going to start the revision of literature. So in literature, first of all we are going to revise all the poems, then we will discuss other chapters. After revision of poetry section, we will start prose section. Okay dear students. So today, first of all, in the beginning of the poetry, today we are going to discuss poetic devices. Poetic devices we are going to discuss today. What are poetic devices? What are poetic devices? First of all, we are going to write the definition. As we all know that poetic devices are used by a writer or poet to create a special effect on the text, whether it is poem or prose. So let us write the definition of poetic devices. Poetic device, sorry. So first of all, we are going to write the definition of poetic device. Then we will discuss various types of poetic devices which are used in your in the poem, which are in your syllabus. Okay. Poetic devices are the techniques. Poetic devices are the techniques that writers use. Techniques that writers use to create a special and pointed effect in their writing. And pointed effect in their writing. So dear students, poetic devices, what are the poetic devices? The poetic devices are the techniques that writers use to create a special and pointed effect in their writings. So take the screenshot, or you can pause the video and write down. I am going to rub it. Next point, they are used in writing. They are used in writing for emphasis or clarity. For emphasis or clarity. Poetic devices are used in a text in writing for use in a text, whether it is prose or poem, for emphasis or clarity. They are used to connect readers more strongly, connect readers strongly, poetic devices are used to connect the readers more strongly with a story as a whole, with a story as a whole, or specific characters or theme, or specific characters or themes. Okay, dear students, so poetic devices are used in one line. We can say poetic devices are or a poetic device is used to create a special effect on the text. Okay, whether it is a poem or it's a prose. So it is used to, writer uses poetic devices. Writers, they use poetic devices to convey their message more effectively. Okay, so they make the writing interesting. Okay, so readers can understand the text well. They are also called ornament. They beautify the text. Okay, so you can pause the video and write down, or you can take the screenshot. Now I'm going to rub it, and one by one we are going to discuss all the poetic devices which are there in your syllabus. So first of all, poetic devices used in the poems are first, we all know simile. We all know what is simile. Simile is a poetic device which is used to show comparison between two or more than two things. Okay, simile is a poetic device which is used to show the comparison using the words like, as, so. Okay, so let us write down the definition of simile with example. Simile is a comparison. Simile is a comparison between two distinctly between comparison between two distinctly different things two distinctly different things and is indicated by the use and is indicated by the use of word like, as, or, so. Okay, dear student. First poetic device which we are discussing here is simile. Simile is a comparison between two distinctly different things and is indicated by the use of word like, as or so. Okay, so you must have gone through these poetic devices already. Simile is a poetic device which shows a difference between two distinct ideas. Okay, so now you can take the screenshot, or you can pause the video and write down. I'm going to rub it. Next is metaphor. Metaphor. We, dear students, metaphor and simile both are used for the same purpose. Both are used to make comparison. Then what is the difference between simile and metaphor? In simile, the words of comparison like, as, so are used, but in metaphor such words are not used. So this is the difference between simile and metaphor. For example, Shivangi is as busy as B. Shivangi is as busy as B. It is simile because the word of comparison as has been used here. Another one is Shivangi is a busy bee. Shivangi is a busy bee. So here, dear students, you can see that in this sentence also comparison between Shivangi and a bee has been made, but without the words of comparison. So that is why it is metaphor. Okay, dear students. So metaphor is also implied simile. In simile, the words of comparison are used, while in metaphor, the words of comparison are not used. Metaphor is a figure of speech in which a term is applied to something to which it is not literary, literally applicable in order to suggest a resemblance. So in the same way, dear students, as simile is used, metaphor is also used to show the resemblance, to make a comparison. What is the difference between both? Difference is that in simile the words like, so, as are used, while in metaphor such words are not used. Okay. Let us write examples of simile as well as metaphor. I am going to rub it. Example of simile I am writing here, dear students. Example of simile. As a late winter's moon. As a late winter's moon, it has been taken from the poem My Mother at 66. Okay. Poem My Mother at 66 as a late winter's moon. Okay, dear students, here comparison has been made between the poetess mother and the moon using the word as. So it is what? Simile. Let me write the next example, which is of metaphor. Metaphor. Gusty waves. Gusty waves. It has been taken from poem An Elementary school classroom in a slum. An elementary school classroom in a slum. Okay, so this is the example of metaphor. Next poetic device which we are going to discuss, dear student, is repetition. We all know what is repetition. When a word is repeated in a line, when a word, a phrase, or a line is repeated, sometimes the whole stanza is repeated to create a special effect in the poem. So it is called repetition. Repetition is what? It is repetition of single words repetition of single words or phrases or phrase line and sometimes the whole stanza, even whole stanza at intervals, even whole stanza at intervals to create musical effect. To create a musical effect. Okay. What is repetition? We have already discussed. Repetition is the repetition of single word or phrase, or sometimes a line, or sometimes even whole stanza at intervals to create musical effect. This is called repetition. Let us write the example from your poem. You can take the screenshot or you can pause the video and write down. I am going to run it. Next is alliteration. Oh, sorry. Let me write the example of repetition first. That is from your poem, An Elementary School, Classroom in a Slum. Far, far. It is far, far. Repetition of the word far here. From which poem? An elementary classroom in a slum. An elementary classroom in a slum. Let us write the next poetic device, that is alliteration. Alliteration we all know. alliteration is a use of same letter, repetition of same letter or same sound. What is difference between repetition and alliteration? In alliteration, a letter is repeated, while in repetition, the whole word is repeated. This is the difference in between alliteration and repetition. Okay. Let us write the definition of alliteration. Alliteration is the use of alliteration is the use of the same letter or sound. The same letter or sound at the beginning of the word. Alliteration is the use of same letter or sound here is missing. Should be sound here. So alliteration is the use of same letter or sound at the beginning of the word. Beginning of the word that are close together. Words that are okay. So alliteration is the use of same letter or sound at the beginning of the words that are close together. Like far, far from. It is also what? Repetition of letter F. So it is what? Alliteration. Alliteration is nothing but repetition of letter or sound. Okay, which come in the beginning of the word. Okay. So let me write example for the same. Greedy, good doers. So here the student repetition of G. You can see here repetition of the letter G. It has been taken from the poem The Road Stand. A road stand. It has been taken from the poem A Road Stand. This poem is not in your syllabus this year, okay, but it is there in your book, the last poem of class 12th. Okay, dear students, so as of now we have discussed simply metaphor, repetition and alliteration. Now let us discuss the next poetic device, that is hyperbole. Hyperbole is an obvious and internal exaggeration. Is an obvious internal exaggeration such as I read a million books, such as I read a million books this summer. This is the example of hyperbole. Okay, dear students, this literary device is often used. This literary device is often used for dramatic or comedic effect. For dramatic or comedic effect. For dramatic or comedic effect. Okay, dear students, so hyperbole, in which we say anything the way it is not possible. We exaggerate the things. In which we exaggerate the things, that is called, we exaggerate the statement. So that is called hyperbole. Okay. So it's all about, dear student, today's class. In my next video, I will also, in my next video too, I will be continuing with the same topic. So thank you students for watching the video. See you tomorrow.